Hi guys, and welcome to Worth It Dudes. Today we're going to talk about one of our favourite things, the state of AA triple shit quality games and microtransactions.
Okay, so, yeah.
As you can tell, I love microtransactions.
He's so angry he can't talk properly.
I love it.
So, yeah, basically, AAA games, we need to talk about the publishers, I think, primarily. Most of you guys have been playing games for quite some time, so you're probably well aware of what microtransactions are.
Ding ding!
Yeah. I understand the need for them, being, like if you play a free-to-play game, they need supporting, so microtransactions work well. But recently we've seen AAA games, publishers like Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, Gearbox, Warner Brothers Games, Activision, putting in these horrible little ways to suck more money out of your wallet into their games.
Suck you dry.
And it started off with experience boosts on one-player games, extra health potions, and skins.
All of this is fine for free-to-play games, as you said.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't break if it's got a versus mode, as long as it doesn't make it pay to win, it's fine. But when you pay in the UK £45 for a game, I mean, I know in America it's like $60 for a game, and then you're expected to pay regularly for crap that either should be in the game already or to straight up skip the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm a big fan of the likes of Jim Sterling and Total Biscuit, and I've seen these guys do many videos covering this, and they are absolutely on point. We should not be paying to skip our games.
No.
We're supposed to be enjoying playing the games. That's the whole point of them. Some of these sort of trends we've been getting from AAA publishers. It was bad enough when they used to, release 3 copies of a game. You had your normal digital deluxe and then collector's edition with some plastic tat in it for like £200 or whatever. Then you had the season passes, which were basically there to charge you for content that hasn't even begun work on yet. It's mental. And, it used to be a case of they used to announce what they were going to make on the season pass. They don't anymore. It's just like, oh, here's a season pass, we'll make some other stuff. So, we're trusting you to give me 40 quid's worth of content?
No.
And
it's been getting worse and worse. As years go on now, I think what was the first one for me that I remember season pass? I think it was Battlefield 3.
Yeah.
That originally started doing it.
I think it was Call of Duty, actually. Call of Duty Battlefield, they were the ones who started it. Map packs, wasn't it? It's like pre-order your map packs, basically.
And I saw, we did it, back then, because, at least they told you what we're going to be doing and how much content is going to be.
You knew it was like 4 map packs.
Yeah.
You pay your season pass, you got 4 map packs. Now you're just paying a season pass on trust. And they're getting greedier. EA and Ubisoft are the ones that always come to the front of mind when you think greedy games publishers, do you know what I mean? However, there are some that get away with it for various reasons. Gearbox seem to get away with it quite a lot. Sandeep's personal favourite.
Gearbox.
Just don't mention it, Colonial Marines. So Gearbox recently purchased the rights to what was before an indie game. I think it's We Happy Few. And literally, as soon as they purchased the rights to this game, it went from being I think it was $18.99 on the Steam store to being a full $39.99 plus season passes plus carved out mini DLCs. There's no loot boxes yet, but they're coming.
That's good. They're gonna
do it. Coming, because they are.
They're gonna do it.
Warner Brothers are another one who basically, as much as Sandeep hates Gearbox, I'm now like that with Warner because they fucked up my beloved Batman games. And
the thing that we took a day off for.
We both took the day off. More than a day. I booked a week off for this. This game's coming out. But this is Arkham Knight, by the way. Booked the week off. I wait. My missus goes to work first thing in the morning. Right? I'm instantly awake. I turn my computer on. I start it unpacking. It's already pre-installed. I start unpacking. Get a coffee. Do the hoovering. Quickly get everything ready. I'm ready for my entire day of just sat there playing Batman.
Then he gets a phone call from me.
Get a message from this bozo, and he's like, "Have you played it yet?" I was like, "No." He's like, give you a couple of minutes. So what happens is I start playing this game, and I was like, "It's not so bad. What's he on about?" It's all right. And I dive off the first building. It goes down to 2 frames per second, and the whole game persists to run at that sort of state. And it was the biggest cock up, I think, in gaming that I've experienced, because we don't run small PCs.
No.
Do you know what I mean? We're we are always at least upper middle level. Mm-hmm. At this time, we were upper echelon, weren't we? Really?
Yeah.
Because we just upgraded, both of us.
Yeah.
So we had top tier gaming PCs at the time. And if we couldn't run it, people with potatoes, no fucking hope. No. So and one of the things that Warner did, firstly, they outsourced the PC version of the game to
Iron Galaxy.
Iron Galaxy,
who are normally okay.
Yeah, well, they fucking screwed the pooch on this one, didn't they?
They've really fucked themselves up with this one, yeah.
So they basically ruined that game. But I digress. The thing that they've been doing that Warner are solely responsible for is with the Batman games. What they were doing was carving out the skins and selling them off to basically different retailers for pre-order bonuses. So if you pre-ordered from one person, you got a different skin or whatever to what you did if you another. And then everybody, if you bought the season pass, you could get all of those skins in 6 months with a bunch of challenge maps. Absolute just balls out greed. And
that's just literally about half hours of content as well. It's just getting worse. Before it was, you got, back in the days in the 90s, you had proper expansion packs and things, and now they're just turning into little shitty challenge packs that last
almost mods,
minutes.
Aren't they?
They're mods. That's all. Yeah,
they're almost mods.
Shit.
So you basically what they do is when they make a game, they're like, well, let's carve those 2-3 weapons out. We'll do that as a pre-order bonus to try and get your money early. Or they'll do mini DLCs which you download, which is a skin and a gun and a suit of armor, or crap like that. And it's not worth our money, guys. Do you know what I mean? We're paying for things. Half the time it's already on the disc. If you're a console gamer, you got your CD, you put it in, and then it tells you there's day one DLC.
DLC is...
It's not downloadable content. That's already on the disc. It's just been locked. So
locked content.
Yeah, that's what it should be called. Yeah, it's probably what it does stand for within the industry. Probably laughing at us.
Yeah. Stop buying it!
Yeah. No, I really think something needs to give, because they got away with a lot, but it's getting to the stage where it's a poison, it's a pox on gaming. Where to the point where I find myself more excited for indie games now.
No, I am.
Than I do AAA titles. There's no AAA titles which I'm actually excited for. Now, I understand that most of you out there probably are, still happy playing your AAA games, but the point I'm making is that the level of greed is become so high now that it's no longer about making a game for you to enjoy. It's about giving you something that can turn you into the next whale for them to fucking harpoon and make money.
Well, that's it, isn't it? It's just a poisonous industry now. It's not about the entertainment of the product. It's fulfilling the customer. With that sort of game or product, it's literally just money, and they're poisoning customers now with fucking loot boxes in games, in gambling products. It's gambling.
The loot boxes, we'll touch on that any second now, but there's just quickly before we do go into that, I want to talk corporate greed and what it's doing to the gaming industry. So earlier this week I saw one of the most disgusting things that I've ever witnessed in a story about a games company, and that's from Warner Brothers, funnily enough, and what it was a developer who worked on the new Shadow of War game, the Lord of the Rings game. He died, Michael Forgey, and he died. He was basically diagnosed with brain cancer, and he died very quickly, short after. Now, what the developers of the game, because I'm sure as hell don't think it was Warner's idea, have done is they basically immortalised him in computer game form. So there's an orc that kind of turns up. He's a bit like the mysterious stranger in Fallout. So he'll randomly turn up and just like one shot one of your enemies. Called Forthog, who is basically this developer. Great idea. He's in the game. It's a real good tribute from his team to him. Now, Warner have decided that they're going to charge for this. And it's a $5. So they've turned their dead employee into DLC. When a fitting tribute would have just been to put him into the game. However, they have used the excuse that they were going to raise money for his family. So obviously Steam take their cut. So out of every £5 spent, only $3.50 of that would have gone to Warner anyway. So they're saying $3.50 goes of whatever's sold on that DLC goes to the family. Sounds righteous. Sounds really good. However, in the small print, you'll find that there are 6 states in America where this doesn't apply, which basically means if you purchase from that state, one of those states, you basically are just giving money to Warner. And anywhere else in the world, basically. If you are not American, if you don't live in one of those states that actually is giving to the family, you could be buying it thinking, oh wow, yeah, that's a really good idea, I'm in for that. And you actually just putting money in Warner's pocket. They are capitalising on a dead employee, which left a really, really bitter taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole thing of you could argue, yeah, they are at least giving some money to his family, but if they wanted to be really sort of good about it, what they could have done is actually given more proceedings from the actual game sales as opposed to
this is it. That's
just
the problem,
little
isn't it?
tiny DLC.
What they takes part of the proceeds from the game and give them to the family.
Yeah,
it's not rocket science. But no, they got to make it into another fucking business to bend everyone over the fucking table, won't they? Yeah. So, that in itself, I think, is just a sign of the times. I mean, is this going to be a thing now? Any gaming industry employees that die, are they going to get turned into fucking DLC? I mean, seriously. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so on to my favourite one.
Your favourite. Let's go.
Micro-transactions. Freaking loot boxes.
So, with the release of Destiny 2 this week, we've seen the return of loot boxes, which is the worst form of microtransaction on the market. So, for those of you who don't know, loot boxes are where you can usually grind for a currency, and you spend currency on a loot box, and if you're lucky you get something good, and you can buy this kind of pseudo currency to buy these loot boxes. Now what they do is they make the game really grindy, so it's quite hard to get the cash together to open a loot box, but you can drop $3.99 and get 500 silver coins or whatever pseudo currency they've fucking gone with at the time. You can open a crate, you might get something you want, you might not. So with Destiny, what they've done is they're charging for shaders, amongst other items, engrams and all that sort of crap. But shaders, which are one-time use, and you can only put them on individual parts of your armour. So you can shade your helmet black, and then you need to find another black shader to do shoulders. By which time your armour's probably out of date, you've upgraded, so it was all for nothing. And it's just greedy, because you're not even buying. It's not like, would you like to buy some black shade for your armour? No, it's just like, would you like to take a spin of the wheel and see if we're nice enough to give it to you? It's all RNG dependent. It really, I don't know, I think it preys on people with gambling habits.
Well, this is why I hate it so much, because it's young people who play games, as well, and you're force feeding this gambling shit into the kids as well, and it's just going to fuck them up.
But it's gambling without any real reward.
Yeah, this is it.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like going and putting £4 on a football match at the bookies. Do you know what I mean? Where you could win, I don't know, £20. This is, you put money in to get digital product. So yeah, something's got to give, guys. Something really does have to give. Look, I think we're going to wrap up there.
Otherwise,
we would really like to hear your guys' thoughts on this one, though. I mean, have you stopped pre-ordering? Are you advocates of pre-ordering? Are you fine with it?
I've stopped.
Yeah. Do you think that DLC as it is needs to change? Because I mean, primarily it's these big publishers, but Ubisoft and EA kind of led the way, and others are following. And it's not going to be long before all of our games are like this.
People, you need to make a stand, just like with the stupid online passes. Yeah, you stopped with that, and now they have stopped. Now stop with the damn loot crates and all this shit. Stop buying it. Yeah, and then they will stop putting it in the game and stop ruining our games, what we love.
And maybe we'll have a happy derp back again. Okay, guys, that's all from us. Good night.